Desde lagi.
Hello, Putala. Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir,
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Puta. Okay. Can hear, right? Okay. Thank you, Putala. So, so we did Putana grade 9 class. So there were some, some obstacles. Some, I think, some who came to just to obstruct the lessons, but however, we managed to solve that and do the smooth session. So if you face such types of disturbances, please let me know, right? Okay. La 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 la. All right. So last day, what we have done. Do, 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 do. La, 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 la. We completed, I think, up to tea plantation. Am I correct, Puta? We did up to tea plantation last day. May I have a response from your
Yes, sir.
side? Yeah, right?
yes,
Yeah. Okay. And today we want to start from coconut plantation. Am I correct? Shall we start from coconut plantation?
Sorry.
Okay, Puta. Thank you. Thank you very much for your quick responses. La 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 na 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 तेरी उंगली ला ला ले ला 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 ममता के आ ला 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 माँ ओ मेरे माँ तेरा लाना coconut plantation. So anyone could remember who was the first experimented cultivating tea in the country? Who's the first man, Puta?
James.
Very good, James Taylor, exactly correct. What was the first cash crop in the country? Coffee.
Copy.
Was the governor reduce export tax for coffee? Governor
Edward
Barnes. Very good. What was the plant used for treating malaria patients?
Ingono.
Exactly correct. And then what was the plant only grow in Mathura district?
Cocoa.
Cocoa. Very perfect. What was the main reason which affected to downfall coffee plantation?
There was a leaf disease called Hemilia westerstris.
Exactly correct. Exactly correct. Perfect. Okay. So, our estate workers went to one country, one estate in India. What was that estate?
Assam State in India.
Aritamari, Assam estate. Very good, Puda. And then to study about where the tea research institution located. Keep remember it's Thalawakeli. Sandelata Payala La 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 la. Coconut plantation Marathanam by 1885. That's Adasi Asupaha with Kadivindi Puta. They had an interest, Puta, on interest on coconut due to the temporary downfall of coffee. Temporary downfall of coffee. So there was drawback of coffee plantation after 1869 due because of the leaf disease, Hemilia Westerbrix. So as a substitute for coffee plantation, coconut was established in the country by 1885. Puta. මෙතනදී වැදගත්ම දේ වෙන්නේ, so this will be MCQ for your O level මගරත්තරන් මතක තියාගන්න වැඩි කාලයක් නේ අපේ O level වලටමයි පුතා. The most important part is here by 1888 that's 880 වෙදි පුතා 65%, right? 65% of coconut estate owners.
By 1880.
Oh yeah, 1880. Yeah. By 1880, right? Now, here you might have a problem. Sorry, it's not 1880. I'm very sorry. It's 1850, Puta. Right? In 1848, there was a world economic crisis, right? Because of that was the first reason to downfall coffee, but main reason downfall is Hemilia Westerbrix. By 1880, 65% of the coconut estate owners were not Europeans, Puta. It's locals. It's the Sri Lankans, right? Owners were Sri Lankans. This is the first time ever in plantation sector, majority percentage covers by locals. So it's important coming for the MCQ. Put a note that the MCQ. Magi paukar misuro nisa latveirage අවසාන රෑමා මියාවී හෙට පුරකේ ලලලලලලලලා. So the next important point here with the coconut plantation specially expanded in the areas we called Kurunegala, Chilau and Gampaha. So once we take it to districts, Kurunegala, Putlam and Gampaha. Right, Puta? Kurunegala, Chilau, Gampaha was known as the coconut triangle of the country, right? So in these areas, the coconut cultivation plantation is very high. Are there students from Kurunegala? Kurunegala innada apelama innadana? Kurunegala. Chilau වලින් ඉන්නද? Students from Chilau ඉන්නවා? Gampaha? Right? Okay. So if you are belong to this area, Kurunegala, Chilau or Gampaha, so your area is good for cultivation. A very important point, where is Coconut Research Institution located? Coconut Research Institute. Anyone knows where Coconut Research Institute Puta? It's in starting letter L. Lu. Lunuvilla, yes, Lunuvilla. මතක තියාගන්න මම මෙතනම ලියනවා පුතා. මෙතනම ලියනවා T Research Institute. T Research Institute. It's පුතා Thalawakele. Thalawakele. මම මෙතනම ලියනවා where is Rubber Research Institute? Any idea? It's my පුතා. Yes. Agalawatta. හරියටම හරි Agalawatta. ඔන්න O level MCQs ටිකක් දුන්නා. Coconut Research Institute, it's Lunuvilla and T Thalawakele, Rubber, Agalawatta. මමල දවසට ගම වටේ තියෙන තාප්ප පුරා ඔය සුදු දැතින් පාප්ප අරගෙන ගන්න සුදු නෝනා. Girl, you're my angel, you're my darling angel. Coconut Research Institute. Ayolunula, tea research Kalawakali, rubber research Agalawat, Gurunagala Chilaugampaha, expanded coconut plantation, 65% of coconut estate owners Sri Lankans by 1880. Waladi, oh baby. Watatayannam malakadannam amatadinnam dilavadinnam Uttagannam pasalyannam akuruliyannam jayaklabannam. Girl, you're my angel, you're my darling angel. Closer than my pips you are to me. Oh baby, surely you're my angel. You're my darling angel. Girl, you're my friend when I'm in need. Oh, lady. Ta-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Pa 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 pa. Nabim ZQ, Nabim ZQ, Nabim ZQ, Nabim ZQ, Madam ZQ, MZQ puta by 1920. Mato dia kan 27% of dollars, 20% of foreign earnings were from coconut plantation. On Ratra Lasana me prashna, most of these questions will be MCQs. So please be in touch with these parts.
So can you explain the last one?
Yeah, sure, Puta. Thank you. Thank you for requesting. Last one, Puta, it says that by 1920, it doesn't say Visaveddi, the total foreign earnings. So there are several methods how dollars come to Sri Lanka, right? For example, let's take once we import the dollars, they generally comes to Sri Lanka without when we export things. Am I correct? When we export to other countries, we will receive dollars. So by that 27%. 27% is a big amount, right? Completely 20% of foreign earnings came to Sri Lanka only from coconut plantation. It's a big amount. Am I correct? Yeah. So you will get MCQ for this. Are you clear, Puta?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So let's take some questions. Okay. First question. Where is Coconut Research Institution?
Novila.
How about tea? How about tea?
Salavakale.
How about rubber?
Kalavatta.
Is there anything for coffee established at that time? No. No. Coconut was expanded in areas like Kurunegala, Shillong, and Dampa. Yeah,
No.
exactly correct. And so by 1880, how about the percentage of coconut estate owners by Lankans?
65%.
65%.
65%. By 1920, Bata, how about the foreign earnings coverage?
27.
27%. I think you are clear about coconut plantation. So I'm going to complete the field, Puta. පෙර දිනයක මා පෙම් කළ යුවතිය සිය පුතු නලවනවා මගේ මගියෙන් නැලවිලේ සොරයෙන්. So can you send the mind map? Or can you show the mind map? Yeah, sure. I think I will send put up the group. Yeah, sure. मिला नहीं न पेन आमे ඔබ නැනේ ළඟ නැති ශෝකෙම වනවානේ මගේ ප්‍රාණේ. Right. Okay. There was an increasing interest in coconut plantation by 1850 due to the fall of coffee prices. Next point, Putta, we are writing the next point. සිතකින් නොවෙද කීවේ අපි අපගේමයි කියලා නැතිනම් නොහොම ඉන්නේ ඇයි ඈතින් නොයා පෙනෙන තෙක්මානේ. Therefore, by 1880, 65% of coconut estate owners were Sri Lankans. Finish everyone, Mutala. Done. Yeah. Coconut plantation expanded more in broad flatlands like Kurunegala, Chilau, and Gampaha. Done. Perumpura Dukase Galapagat. So this requires with the Putlam Kurunegala Colombo. Kaviya Obamavi Nelevunu Yugayaka. By 1920, 27% of the foreign earnings came from coconut plantation. Perumpura Sansare Petumada Sunu Visunuavetune Katadari Duni Kaurud Henduve Gumreya Mohotak Natarapune. Therefore, a coconut research institution was established in Lunuvilla to develop coconut plantation. Now we are going to discuss about the rubber plantation and we will be moving to the new tube also, Pitala. අපි අංකෝ rubber plantation එක ගැන මෙන්න මේ විදිහට ඉගෙන ගන්නට. Let's take a mind
Sir,
map.
can you show me the third tutor point, please?
You want the last point, Puta?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I will do it. This one, right?
Sir, the point before this.
A third one. Okay, Puta. It should be Puta. Kurunegala Chilau Gampa. Yeah, coconut triangle, Puta. Yes. So what's the coconut
Okay, sir,
triangle?
thank you.
Puta, Putlam Kurunegala Colombo is it's also coconut triangle. And once we're taking Chilau Kurunegala Gampaha, it's also include for coconut triangle. Let's say Chilau. Chilau is here, right? Gampaha and Kurunegala. So that will be another coconut triangle like this. Okay. මේ අනන්ත වූ ප්‍රේමේ පුරා දරන්න බැරි වේදනා බොමා කඳුලැලි බොමා අනේ rubber plantation and බොමයි සිතේ බොමයි මට කියන් ලඳේ කාරණේ බුරස් උනේ ආදරේ නලලට තිලකි නැතිද කියන්නේ ඉවසන්න සොඳුර ජීවිතේ ආත්මයෙන් ආත්මයේ උපදින භවයේ ලන්වෙමු ආයේ 1877 Puta, the rubber was introduced to this country. Rubber was introduced to Sri Lanka by 1877. On the first MCQ question, when the rubber species was introduced to Sri Lanka, 1877. එදදාස් අටසිය අසූ හත යන අවුරුද්දේදීය. In the beginning, මගරත්තරම්, right? MCQs Puta. In the beginning, ආරම්භයේදී. In the beginning, rubber was limited to Kalutara. Rubber was only limited to Kalutara. Kalutara විතරයි පුතා rubber තිබ්බේ මුලදී. MCQ එක අහනවා in the beginning which district, which area rubber was limited or expanded. Only Kalutara, nigga, bro. Kalutara. Na. La 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 la. Rubber was limited to Kalutara. Rubber was limited to Kalutara. In the beginning, Puta, rubber was only limited to Kalutara, but later it expanded to the districts or provinces 1, 2, 3, 4. Eka Western Province. Deka Sabaragamuwa. Na. Tuna Central Hatara Sadhani Ane Satara Sadhani Western Sabaragamuwa Central Southern Western Sabaragamuwa Central Southern Very especially Nana Gikotu Bangawa Killamada Dinna Madadatu. And in the beginning, rubber was limited only to the Kalutara area, but later it spread to areas. Western Sabaragamuwa, central and southern provinces were the provinces which spread rubber. rubber, 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 rubber. Now, Manghana Buddha, in which year the suitable rubber species introduced to this country? In which year? Mona Urudhu rubber.
1877.
Exactly correct, 1877. In the beginning, rubber was limited only to
Aluthar.
Kaluthara. Later, it expanded for 4 provinces. What were
Western
they?
province, Central province.
Western, Sabaragamu, Central, and Southern province. MCQ එක අහන පුතා,
Southern
among the following, select a province which was not suitable for cultivating rubber. අන්න දරන් ඉන්න පුතා මේ හතරම O level exam එකේ ප්‍රශ්න බවට මතුවෙනවාමයි. මම දැන් අහනවා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මතකයි in the previous part under coconut plantation I taught you, I gave the answer for this, where rubber research institution located. Rubber research, yeah, research institute Agalawat. Let me sing a good story. Let me sing a good story. Let me sing a good story. La 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 la. Life is very short number. Always be happy. Follow with the problems will come and go. கொஞ்சம் chill பண்ணுமா please. How was my good story? That was my good story. Let me sing a good story. Pay attention, listen to me. Rubber Research Institution, unallocated what? Then puta a comparison point. On a comparison point එකක් දාන්නයි අපි යන්නේ අතරන් මෙතනට. ඒ තමයි by 1920 1920 වෙද්දී අපිට මොකද කලු තිබ්බ by 1920 පුතා 30% of foreign earnings 30% of foreign earnings පුතා came from rubber. හැබැයි මට කියන්න ඔයාලට මතකයි නම් how about coconut පුතා by 1920 how many percentage?
27%.
27, only 27. So rubber is bigger than, higher than coconut. Why? Because of the yes, expansion of motor vehicle industry. ඊළඟට අපි දානවා පුතා ප්‍රශ්නයක්. What were the factors to spread, expand, develop rubber plantation? Factors to expand rubber plantation. Factors to expand rubber plantation. Rubber plantation. Number 1 puta. By the 20th century, Magatram, what happened? The price of the rubber, with the rubber prices increased. Why there was an increasement of rubber price? Due to expansion of motor vehicle industry. Sudu gaume madagaune then amithin ගෙදරින් බනි මට ලා 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 නා 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 ලා 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 La 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 na 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 na. Mila nahi na pain. Number two, second reason for the expansion of the rubber puta, temporary fall of tea prices. Because of the temporary fall of tea prices, the estate planters, they started growing rubber. Number three, last one, puta. Suitable rubber species were found. Vadasudusu rubber species Lankaving Hamu Apa Hamu Nutan Tanin Nuba Vitaramai City Kavadawat Nubanawat Tarhane Danune La 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 දුක වැඩි නෙතේ කඳුලැලි පිරේ නුඹ නැති මොහොතේ 1887 rubber introduced to Sri Lanka. In the beginning, it was limited only to Kalutara area. Later expanded to western, Sabaragamu, central, southern. We have a rubber research institute which is called Agalawatha, right? And factors to expand rubber plantation. Putam, number one. 20th century rubber price increased due to expansion of motor vehicle industry, temporary fall of tea prices, and suitable rubber species were found. By 1920, the foreign earnings only increased up to 30%. Are you clear up to this place, Nabutala? Very good. Yeah. So I'm going to ask some
Yes.
questions. Let's go for some questions, Puta. So tell me, where is the Coconut Research Institution is located?
Agrawat.
Coconut?
Lunuvilla.
Lunuvilla. That is tea, Puta, tea. Yes,
Talavakali.
Talavakali. Where is the rubber, Puta?
Agrawat.
Agrawat. Very good. Just give me 1 second, please. I'll finish done, right? Okay. Okay. So I'm sorry, I want to ask some questions, right? So then next one, could you remember, right? In the beginning, rubber was limited to one area, Buddha. What was that?
Kalutara.
Kalutara. Later it expanded to 4 provinces. They were
Sabaragamuwa, Western, Central, Southern.
very good. How about the foreign earning percentage by 1920?
30%.
30%.
There are 3 main factors affected for the expansion of rubber. What were they?
Expansion of the motor vehicle industry, the temporary fall of tea prices, and the suitable rubber species found in the country.
Very good. Very good. Perfect. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Na, 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 na. Sir, can you show the mind map again? Yeah, sure. Come on. I have taken screenshots, Putala. I will definitely send to you, right? Don't worry. Take 1 minute. Come on. Perumpura Dukse Galpagat Kaviya Obama Vinele Vunu Yugayaka La 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 ගතක් වේදනාවෙන් පිරි සිතක් සෝදුකින් බරවුණු දෙනෙත් මගදී තිබුණද ඉමක් නැසුවේ ලලලාලලා සුවින් පිරි මගේ හදවත තුලින් මතුවෙවි තිබුණද තිබෙන්නා. So let's compare with the rubber plantation. Rubber was introduced to Sri Lanka around 1877. Rubber plantation, which was limited to Kharda district at the beginning and later expanded to expanded to Western.
Western Sabaragama.
Western Sabaragamuwa, Central
Wow, very good, huh? සවින් පිරීමගේ හද තුලින් මතුවෙවි තිබුණද. By 1920, 30% of the export income was received from rubber products. Received from rubber products. La 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 තිබෙන්නා ලෙස තිබුණද තේරි ගලියා. All right, Puta. Therefore, rubber research institution was started in Agalabad to develop rubber plantation. Factors that help the development of rubber plantation, Putala. By the beginning of 20th century, rubber price increased due to the expansion of the motor vehicle industry. Suitable rubber species was found for Sri Lanka. Next one. Development of production of technique and finally temporary fall of tea prices. සිතට වේදනා සොවින් පිරීමගේ හදවත තුලින් මතුවෙවි තිබුණද ලලලලා නනනනන. Finish, Putala. Done. Now we have completed Putha all the estate plantation. Now I'm going to take a summary. So I'm going to give you a very useful summary today of all estate plantations. Right. To summarize this, I need your very best help. So, what we had, what are the plantations we had? First one we started from coffee, right? Then we started discussing cinchona and cocoa. Later, moved to discuss tea. Then, rubber. Only these types. Let's
The
revise. Sorry, Buddha?
coconuts.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Coconut 10. First, we have coffee, cinchona, cocoa, tea, coconut and rubber. One more, right? සිතට වේදනා. Okay. සොවින් පිරී මගේ හදවත තුලින් මතුවෙවී තිබුණද. Let's take a very useful summary. Coffee, I want your best help. Cinchona, cocoa, tea, coconut, and rubber. Number 1, coffee. So tell me, Buddha, for coffee, who was the first person cultivated coffee?
George Bird.
George Bird. George Bird. Who reduced export tax?
Edward Bond.
Governor Edward Barnes. Coffee was expanded areas. Yes.
Dumbarole, Gampala,
But
Peradeniya, Bagel.
Gampola, Peradeniya, Badul, right? Reason to downfall coffee.
Due to the spread of leaf disease called Hemilia pesteri.
Okay, but first one, World Economic Crisis. 1848. Last one, 1869. Yeah?
Leaf disease.
Leaf disease called Hemilia. Westertrix. Okay. Cinchona. Is it a successful one or unsuccessful cultivation?
Unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful. And how about the useful of it? It produces a medicine called what?
Produces a medicine called quinine
Treat
for malaria.
malaria. It grew only in
Very high altitude place.
altitude areas. How about cocoa? Is it a successful one?
No, sir, unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful. It needs what? Shade.
Shade to cultivate.
And it can be grown only in
Mathala.
Matale Hadua Mamage Tatu. Italing Malak Gatta Vitu. Ekilla Demani Matarvitu. Papa Papa Papa. Hitagena Gilin Naiveni Kutu. Halumara Mavam Baitete Kanava. Next Puta tea. Who was the first person started experimental community? James Taylor.
Taylor.
Ja-
James Taylor.
What was his private estate known as? Lul
Lulf and Estate.
Pandura. And where the Tea Research Institution located?
Talawakale.
Talawakale. How about the foreign earnings percentage? Any given evidences? No, right? No. The tea plantation spread to provinces like Uva,
Uva, Central, and
Central and
Sabragam.
Uva, Central and Sabaragamuva. So, sorry for the inconvenience, Putala. James Taylor Lulkandru research is known as Talawakale spread over Central Sabaragamuva. Okay. When discussing about coconut plantation, by 1880, how about the percentage of local estate owners?
65.
65%. Okay. Right. Where is Coconut Research Institute, Putta? Lunuvila. And how about the areas expanded spread to?
Kurunagala, Chilau, Gampa.
Kurunagala, Chilau, Gampaha. How about the foreign earnings by 1920?
27%.
27% was increased.
Of foreign earnings came from coconut plantation. Right. The final is called rubber. I think this table is very, very important. Part of the table, yeah? Rubber, okay. So when rubber was introduced to the country?
1877.
Yeah, very good. 1877. In the beginning, Putta, it was spreading only to
Kaluta.
Kalutara. Areas it spread
Western, Sabragamuva, Central, and Southern parts.
Sabaragamuva, Southern and Central, right? Where is Rubber Research Institution, Putta? Agalavatta. By 1920, how about the foreign earnings? It's 30%. Okay. So this is the comparative table. I think this table is very useful for you all. let's take a screenshot of this. So it's better if you can just have a Bristleboard sheet and paste on the wall. Might be useful for the exam, Putha.
So can you send screenshot of this?
You want, sorry, Putha? Need to send this screenshot, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, definitely. I have taken all the screenshots. Do you want me to send right now?
No, sir, not a hurry, sir. It's fine.
Okay, Putha, sure. I have taken all the screenshots. Definitely at the end with the recording, I will share, right? Okay. Are you okay with this table? Any problem? No, right?
No, sir.
No? Okay, right. Right. I think you are clear with the full estate plantations, Putha. So apart from this one, you won't ask anything for the exam, right? No, sir, all clear. Thank you, Putha. Right. Now we can move to the social changes, the second other tute. So this is the last tute of the lesson number 5. We are up to the standard level. So as we discussed, Putha, end of this month, we will be starting our paper class, right? Our paper class at end of this month, as we have discussed, definitely. And so it's better now. Next week we can start lesson number 6, right? Hopefully. So we are in the very good average speed. Okay, now before moving this to, shall we take our break? Are you okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. The time is 9:05. So let's take the break until 9:20. Come on, take your break, Putala. Hello, Putala. Are you all here? Galana Ganga Ka. Can you all hear me, Putala? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Putasa. Can you please send the group with WhatsApp? Yeah. Galana Ganga Ka Ganga Vage Nimavak Neni Oberu Arune Siddhi Jayaka Imangane Nimavak Neni Oberu Arune. Newtute, again to the group. Put upload it to the group again, right? You can take it. Okay. So next one, put the social changes. And now we about the social changes. Munabikila. Laukika Sapal, Kala, Panchaskandayaka, Astiraga, Tiamene, Himene, Matapasikma, Viyanumba, Per Oyagi. Social changes. The social changes need to be discussed under two main topics. එකක් අපි කියනවා two main topics we need to discuss social changes. එකක් තමයි රත්තරනේ emergence of middle class. දෙක තමයි පුතා emergence of labor class. ඔන්න දෙකයි. Emergence of middle class, emergence of labor class. Emergence of middle class, emergence of labor class. So imagine for the examination, all-level exam, that they asked, explain about the social changes under two main references or examples. So one subtopic should be emergence of middle class, other subtopic should be emergence of labor class. Let's take emergence of middle class. First of all, Puta, at mulimyang emergence of a middle class kita discuss කරන්නට. Number one, what happened, Puta? The faded out old aristocrats and emergence of middle class. Faded out old aristocrats and emergence of a middle class. කොහොමද සිද්ධ වුනේ? ප්‍රශ්නයක්. How පුතා faded out old aristocrats faded out and emerge a middle class. කොහොමද සිද්ධ වුනේ පුතා? It was happen because of the Colebrook because of the Colebrook economic reforms. The exam में the question है पुता main feature affected to start emerge middle class puta is the yes economic reforms of
Colebrook economic.
Exactly correct. Economic reforms of Colebrook. Just please give me 30 seconds, Putala. Hello, Putala. Can you all hear me? Hello, everyone. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So Colebrook economic reforms put are directly affected to start a middle class and deteriorate old aristocrates. Putha, who are aristocrates? Who are aristocrates? Aristocrates were the royal officers. Putha, they were known as royal officers who owned lands. Royal officers who owned land. Royal officers who owned land known as Putha, aristocrates. Right? So what happened, Putha? Faded out. Faded out means it cancelled, it diminished, deteriorated, broke down, finished. Old aristocrats and emerged, started a middle class. Why? How it was happened? Because of the Colebrook economic reforms. අපි බලමු කොහොමද Colebrook economic reforms affected for this. The Colebrook, because of the Colebrook new economic reforms, Magratharang, right? Colebrook new economic reforms, the Mukadavini paved, it paved or else it opened several new ways of earnings. Alut mudal upena krama rather than traditional methods, but it paved ways, right? So wasn't their main income Khadabad Bath? Exactly correct. Khadabad Bath, right? You are correct. So can you explain the economic part again? Yeah, sure, definitely, right? So now what happened? Magratharang Ayapara Kinama. Social changes need to be discussed under two main topics. Number one, emergence of a middle class, deka emergence of labor class. Apyanayakata, emergence of a middle class, under emergence of middle class, putam khadavenne, komadavenne mulimma putam, faded out old aristocrats and emerge a middle class. How it was happened? How a middle class started in the country, Puta, because of the economic reforms. එතකොට economic reforms නිසා කොහොමද සිද්ධ වුනේ? Because of the new economic reforms of the Colebrook, it opened several new ways of earnings. It opened several new ways of earnings, Puta. මොනවාද ඒ open කරපු several new ways of earnings? Number one, production and distribution of arak. Production and distribution of arak, graphite mining, wholesale, retail sale, and coconut plantation. Manikebe sinave, derel galagiave, pavio be wasante, aderin la 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 la. La 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 la. Right. So what are the new ways of earning methods? There are 5 new ways of earning methods. There are 5 ways of new earning methods. Ethamai, production and distribution of alcohol, graphite mining, wholesale, retail sale, and coconut plantation. Ina mga hanwa obaging prashnya. Mata kiyanna how it emerged a middle class. What was the main reason?
Faded out aristocrats and emergence of middle class.
Okay, very good. So I'm asking, what is the main reason to fade out old aristocrats and emerge new
Colebrook
middle
economic
class? Puta?
reforms.
Sorry, Puta?
Colebrook
Colebrook
economic reforms.
Colebrook economic reform. Exactly correct. Colebrook economic reform. So then, my next question. Yeah, Puta? So because of the Colebrook new economic reforms, then Puta, so let me know, tell me, what are the new several ways of earnings? කියන්නකෝ බලන්න මතකයි නම්.
Wholesale
Production and
retail,
distribution of
product,
Iraq,
production
graphite
and distribution
mining,
of
wholesale,
coconut
retail, coconut
plantation,
plantation.
Again, please, again.
Production and distribution of Iraq,
Okay,
graphite mining, wholesale, retail
wholesale
sale,
retail.
coconut plantation.
exactly correct. Perfect, Puta, right? Okay, so I hope that you all okay with this. Any problems up to this place?
Sir, can you show the mind map again?
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Thank you, sir.
Can't you see the mind map? Not yet. Oh, has been disappeared, right? Mm. Mm. Hello, Mutalak. Right, okay. So there was a problem related with the previous mind map. Let's have it very quickly. Okay. Social change. So social change can be divided in two parts. Puta, can you help me to complete this very quickly? First one,
Emergence of middle class.
emergence of middle class. Second one, emergence of
Labor class.
labor class. Okay. And then we were discussing about the emergence of labor class, middle class, Puta. So first we asked a question, how? How old faded out,
Faded out.
old aristocrats
Faded out.
and
Emergence
emerge.
of middle class.
Very good. Emergence of middle class. So what was the reason, Puta, for that? Economic reforms of
Economic.
Colebrook. So Colebrook economic reforms opened what?
Several new ways of
Several new ways of earnings. Can you mention what were they? There were 5.
Production and distribution of Iraq.
Very good. Distribution of Iraq. Second one, graphite mining. Third one, wholesale. Fourth one,
retail,
sale. Last one,
coconut plantation.
coconut
Coconut.
plantation. So these are we call. Sorry, Puta.
There wasn't rubber plantation.
Puta. Yeah, very good. Right, good. But in the estate cultivation, Puta, we studied that under coconut plantation, 65% of coconut estate owners were locals, Puta. But when discussing about other estate plantations, majority were owned by the foreigners. Only coconut plantation, Puta, owned by the locals. That's why we have included here coconut plantation. Am I correct? Are you clear, Puta?
Thank you.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Puta. So now what happened, Puta? On the 20th century, onset, we call for this onset of 20th century. Onset means what? What does mean by onset? Beginning. Puta, onset means, remember, beginning of 20th century, there emerged there emerge a wealthy class. Oh my God. So there emerge a wealthy class, Puta. How there emerge a wealthy class? The people who invest their money on the mentioned industries, the people who invest their money on the mentioned industries, they become wealthy group, wealthy class in the country. By investing money on industries, by investing money on industries, they become wealthy class in the society. So what the specialty of this wealthy class, Puta? They started investing their money on their children education. So the rich class or else the wealthy people, Puta, started investing their money on their children education. Sudu gaumei madgaune then ammitin ගෙදරින් බනී අයියෝ අයියා මගේ ලලලාලාලා na 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 na. So the wealthy people started investing their money on their children education. So what happened? So those children could be able to get government jobs. So therefore they got jobs like lawyers, doctors, engineers, clerks, right? So they got government jobs with that. And they become prominent among others with that. So they become these people who got the government jobs like lawyers, doctors, engineers, clerks. They become prominent among the society and they were labeled as middle class educated people in the country. So this is how emergence of a middle class happened. නැවතත් මම summary අද නැවත මෙන්න මෙහෙම. Girl, you are my angel, you are my darling angel, closer than my na 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 na. Oh baby, la 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 na 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 na. Emergence of middle class, Puta. How there was the emergence of middle class? First, it started to fade out all the aristocrats and started to emerge, began of middle class. The reason was economic reforms of the whole group. Because of the economic reforms, Puta, they opened several new ways of earnings by cancelling Khadwat Badda. Khadwat Badda, British cancelled Puta Khadwat Badda. You know, Khadwat Badda was the main earning method, income. That means Puta, it's like a duty of occupancy, right? So all the lands were given by the king to the royal officers or else to the aristocrats because of their service. So common people had to work under those lands and they have to pay high tax for the aristocrats. It's called the Khadwat Badda, right? The people, aristocrats depend from the common people's hard work. But British abolished it. Once they abolished it, they put us established new job opportunities like production and distribution of arak, graphite mining, wholesale, retail sale, coconut plantation. Because of this, by the onset of 20th century, there emerged a wealthy class. So these wealthy class people started investing money on their children education. So they got jobs like lawyers, doctors, engineers, and clerks. Are you clear up to this place, Ratharan Putala?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. La 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 na 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 na. Okay, so I'm going to ask one question for you all. How old aristocrats started, faded out, and emerged a middle class? What was the reason?
Because of the Knowlbrook economic reforms and because it opened several new ways of earning.
Exactly correct. What were the several new methods of earnings?
Production and distribution of
Production and
Arab,
distribution
coconut
of Arab,
cultivation,
graphite mining,
graphite mining, wholesale and retail sale.
sale,
Very good. Current plantation, right? So, how they emerge a middle class after investing the money on industries? What they did?
The
they
middle class
started
started
invested their money
investing
on
their
their
money on
kids'
their
education.
children's education.
Very good. And they got jobs like what?
Lawyers,
Lawyers,
doctors,
engineers,
engineers,
clerks,
and
and
clerks.
Clerks and engineers.
And they become prominent among the society, so they were named as middle class educated people.
Educated.
Are you all okay, Puta? I think you're okay. So then shall we go to complete the etude right now?
Okay.
Okay, Putala. Nuhuru nupurudu hinaran නුඹ ඇවිත් සිත ළඟට හොරෙන් ආවාට නොකියාම ජීවිතෙන් නවතින්න හිතුවාද ආයෙමත් ආදරෙන්. A significant social change that took place in Sri Lanka under the British administration is the deterioration of aristocracy and emergence of a new middle class. The Colebrook reforms paved the way to capitalist economic system in Sri Lanka, opening several new ways of earning money instead of the traditional earning methods. Example, we are writing Buddha. Here are the 5 methods: production and distribution of Arab. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na. Graphite mining. පුරුදු හීනේ නුඹ දුරක ඇඳිලා retail sale, transportation, and coconut plantation. ජීවිතේ තිබුණා. Finish writing, Putala. Finish writing, Putala. Done, right? Okay. Therefore, onset of 20th century, there was a local wealthy class that earned money by investing money on above, right? On not abroad, above industries. So we will be writing here next point. So they spent money to give a good education to their sons and daughters locally as well as internationally. Therefore, they could get jobs like lawyers, engineers, clerks through English education. The last point, they became prominent among the others because they enjoyed higher economic status. They were named as middle class. නුහුරු නුපුරුදු හීනරන් නුඹ හිත් හිත ළඟට හොරින් ආවට නොකියාම ජීවිතෙන් Finish writing, Putala. Completed, done. Let's
Yes,
have yeah, okay, Putala. So next we have to discuss about the emergence of a labor class. I think we can go for it next day, but before ending the session, I would like to share some past paper, show you some past paper. Okay. So it's 2018 O-level paper. Let's check whether there is a question from this side. Let's check part 2. මිරිඟුවක හිත තියලා නුඹ දුරක ඇදිලා 2023. Oh, we have only one part. Okay. Right, Puta. So let's try to discuss one question here to revise. Name 3 kannas in which paddy was cultivated in ancient society. Could you remember that?
Mahakanna, Yalakanna,
Makanna.
Mahakanna,
Yalakanna.
Yalakanna, and intermediate season. Madakanni, right?
Mm.
You want to remember the ancient names also, Puta. Yalakanna, Akalahasa, Madahasa, Pitadahasa. So you want to remember all names of them. Name 4 crops cultivated in China. Just 4.
millet, pumpkin, brinjal.
Very good. Describe 2 points, the existence of the various industries in ancient time. Industries පුතා අපිට හම්බ වෙනවා iron industry, gold industry, art of carving tusk, gem industry, earthenware, clay pot industry, right? So, and the textile weaving industry, tin and copper industry. There are 7 types of industries. Could you remember them? මතකද ඒවා?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, blacksmith අපි discuss කරුවා අපිට මතකයි we found a blacksmith called Majjima, right? Mutugal inscription mentioned about Majjima, right? Yeah. There was a Datika Sumana, Tantuaya, one who spins strings. අපි දැන් paper class එක පටන් ගත්ත පුතා මේවා ඔක්කොම revise කරනවා, so don't worry, right? So if you have time, just try to do this question, right? There's a possibility of having all level question from this part this time. 2023 all level paper, pass all level paper with the question 3. Just try to do this, revise this. It will be very helpful for us. Okay, Patala, so are you okay with today's lesson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then let's meet next week, right? See you then. God bless you all, Patala. Bye. Good night.
Thank you, sir. God bless.
God bless.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, bye.